Let's go to Texas at Michigan, September the 7th. This is the first real road test the Longhorns face their first season in the SEC. They'll take on the reigning national champions. Guys, for me, Michigan really should have the majority of the storylines here. They're going to have to be proving that they aren't a shell of their national championship selves. We don't know who's going to be quarterback as of yet. Right now, I've started to hear some Jack Tuttle rumors. But no matter who takes the first snap and starts for the Michigan Wolverines, that's a team that lost a lot of really nice pieces, both to the draft and some guys to the portal as well. Texas is the better roster coming in, but will they be able to go to the big house and pull that win off?
The key matchup to me in this one is going to be Texas defensive line. How do they replace those NFL caliber defensive linemen? It's going to be a huge test to see if they can handle that Michigan front. That, I know Michigan lost a lot of people on the offensive line as well, but that culture in that offense at Michigan, it wants to bully a front seven that's not ready for it. Those Texas defensive linemen, I know they had a solid rotation even behind their starters last year, but they got to be ready. And if they want to win that game, they've got to be ready to commit to stop the run. That's going to decide this one to me. If Texas can muddy that up, Texas might win it going away. But if Michigan can get what they want on the ground, it could be a long day for the Longhorns.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of where you have to look at this. Look, there's no question I've been on the Michigan bandwagon for a little bit here and enjoyed that whole run last year, but they're losing a bunch of pieces, and that can't be overstated. Having Donovan Edwards in your backfield is going to be a massive boost. He might be one of the best football players this year, period. Should be in the Heisman conversation all year. That guy's a home run hitter at the running back spot. So anytime he's on the field, anytime he touches the football, you have to think this ball could end up in the end zone. I don't care how far away you are. Ask Ohio State. Ask Washington, right? Figure out some of these teams that have watched him just rattle off big-time runs for scores. So that's going to be kind of your first place to look. Now, I understand that Texas bringing back the quarterback Quinn Ewers is a big deal. The one thing I want to kind of highlight here, Michigan's defense didn't lose a bunch. It lost some key players. It did, but it didn't lose a bunch. And up front at the D tackle spots, that's about as good as any unit anywhere in the country. Those D tackles are going to be really, really good for Michigan. I look, you got to look out for them. I think that they're going to dominate up front on both sides of the football. But hey, at the end of the day, like, who's the quarterback for Michigan? Is he going to be able to move the football? It's only going to be, game 2 for both of these teams. So not a lot of time to really hit the ground running if you're Michigan's quarterback. And Quinn has to find a way to play his role players and figure out, hey, I don't have the same guys as I did last year. I don't have the same supporting cast as last year at all. I got to find a way to get those guys the football. And I got to find a way to move the offense down the field against a very good Michigan defense. This one could be surprisingly low scoring for a lot of people. I don't think you could expect a lot of points in this one. This game might be won with 20 points. There's a real chance 20 points wins this game.
Should be a clash of styles. I don't know how quickly Texas will establish who their lead back is, but certainly throwing the football down the field. That's what Texas wants to do. Michigan's secondary, led by Will Johnson, should be very good as well. It's going to be an intriguing matchup early on.
Gracious, how about that?